Pokémon, one of the most beloved anime and video game franchises in existence. And while it's been going strong for 30 years, it's definitely fair to say it's not the most challenging of games. That's where the Nuzlocke comes in. A Nuzlocke is a self-imposed set of rules that add a new level of difficulty to a game. Some of the more common rules added to Pokemon games are having to catch the first Pokemon you encounter on a route, you can only catch one Pokemon per route, if a Pokemon faints, it dies, and if all your Pokemon die in a battle, it's game over and reset. It's also common to give all your Pokemon nicknames, just so you'll get attached to them, and make it all that much more devastating when they die. I've been playing Pokemon games since the original Red and Blue versions came out back on the Game Boy. So even though I'd never done a Nuzlocke before, I figured, how hard can it be? But this wasn't going to be just an ordinary Nuzlocke. This was going to be a randomizer. That's right, every wild encounter and every trainer battle would be completely random. The game I chose for this challenge was Pokémon X, and so we began the first attempt. Now, I'm not going to retell the entire story of the game, but focus more on what happened to me and my Pokémon on the journey. So after a bit of dialogue, we get to choose our starter Pokémon, but even that's been randomized. And so I take the Amoonguss, name it Screw You Mario, and immediately proceed to lose the first battle of the game, but that one didn't count. So we begin our journey, and have our first random wild encounter. It's a Ponyta, not a bad start. I name it Blazer, and then almost get wiped out by the first actual trainer battle, youngster Austin and his Slacking. We make our way into the forest and catch a Yamask, but then sadly lose Ponyta in a trainer battle, which leaves us weakened and unprepared for another trainer battle, which we sadly wipe too. After deleting the save and creating a new randomizer seed, attempt number 2 begins, and this time my choices are Pansage, Bergmite, and Cryogonal. I take the Bergmite, name it Bergmeister, and actually defeat the first rival battle this time. This is probably a good time to mention one of the other rules of this Nuzlocke, and that's no using healing items in battle unless my opponent does it first. Also, to make this challenge not entirely impossible, I kinda give myself 999 full restores. Anyway, soon we're on our way once again, and this time our first random wild encounter was Legendary. Literally, the box legendary of the opposite game, Yveltal. I somehow managed to catch it, name it George, and safely make it back into the forest. This time it was smooth sailing all the way to Sandaloon City, catching a Kingler named Krabby Patty, a Staraptor named Falco, and a Durant named Durant along the way. Oh, I should also mention that I gave myself 999 rare candies, so I wouldn't have to waste time EXP grinding to level new Pokemon to catch up to the rest of my team. No big deal. Now that I had a decently sized team and a legendary, I figured the first gym would be a breeze. However, this is where another of the randomizer's quirks comes into play. When it came to the gyms, the randomizer changes the entire typing of the gym and all its trainers inside. So they would have random Pokemon of the random typing of the gym. Oh, and nothing is stopping the gym trainers from also having legendaries. Oh, that's another legendary. Yep, the only required trainer battle in the gym, and she had a Heatran, which totally destroyed my team. Another wipe, another reset. And this time we get Kirlia as our starter and name her Guardy. But no sooner do we start this new run than we immediately wipe to youngster Austin. Oh, there. That's it. There goes again. Goodbye attempt number 3. And run 4 fares no better, wiping to the exact same trainer. But this is where everything would change. As with run 5, we get an actual starter Pokemon, Froakie, which I named Slippy. And even though we lose to Shauna again, once again that one doesn't count. And the first wild encounter we get is another legendary, Volcanion. This is insane. Let's get it. Is that a legendary? I mean, I swear it looks like one. That's insanity, and I can't believe how easily I caught just now. I name it Pompeii and get my revenge on youngster Austin. The forest also proves no threat, and add Flappy Bird the Archeops, Cogsworth the Bronzor, and Buzzybug the Joltik to my team before heading back to Santaloon Gym. And yet, the randomizer curse strikes. The same gym trainer sends out Heatran once again. Heatran again? Are you for real? But this time, luck was on my side. Pompey takes down the menace with one shot, and we proceed to Viola, the gym leader. Oh, I'm also not allowed to overlevel my Pokemon. They can only go up to the max level of the next major battle in my path. Even so, Pompey blows through her entire team of Steel-type Pokemon, which were supposed to be Bug-type. We did it! We beat the first gym! On the way to the next destination, I caught a Starmie named Pointy, which ended up being really unfortunate, as the next randomized encounter was a Regigigas. Jesus Christ! But I ran because I already had a Starmie. Soon after, I arrived in Lumio City, where I meet Professor Sycamore and whomp him in battle. I'm given a Torterra named Bismarck as a gift. Things went smoothly for a bit. We meet several characters, including the enigmatic Lysandre, and another gym leader named Corinna. Then I catch a Slackoth named Naparina. Soon after an easy battle against rival Tierno, Slippy the Froakie evolves into Frogadier, but then the catching rules of the Nuzlocke really began to hurt. As I ran into both Jirachi and Cobalion on the same route I caught the Slackoth on. I do manage to catch a Pelipper named Fish Breath on the way to the Parfum Palace, where I get the Pokeflute to awaken the Snorlax blocking the route to the next city. But oh boy, it wasn't a Snorlax. It was Landorus, another legendary. This tough beast almost destroyed my team, so I ended up having to kill it to not lose anyone. Oh, did I mention that if an encounter fails, that it still counts as the encounter for the route? That means I basically lose out on adding another Pokemon to my team. In the next area, we have a double rival battle where we team up with Serena to take on Tierno and Trevor, who pose no threat. I encounter another Slackoth in the connecting cave, but thanks to the Dupe Clause, which says that if I run into a Pokemon I already caught on a different route, I get to try again. I'm able to catch a Rhydon named Horny instead. I also catch a Slurpuff named 711 just as I get to Ambret Town. I catch a Seviper named Not Ekans on my way to the Glittering Cave, and catch a Macargo named Slugmanuts. I quickly dispatch of the Team Flare grunts in the cave, and receive a Jaw Fossil from the rescued scientist, which I'm able to restore into a Drudagon named Trogdor back in the town. Sadly, however, the first death of the run comes at the hands of a totally optional trainer that I could have avoided. Don't die. No! But it was a crit. So long, Buzzybug. This death is quickly followed by another one, as I lose Flappy Bird to gym trainer Dedire. You dumb... Unbelievable. Luckily, the battle against gym leader Grant, who should have been using rock types but was using fighting types, went by without a hitch. There we go. Got him, Slippy. Whoosh! 2 badges down, 6 to go. On the way to Geosenge Town, I'm able to add an Axelgor named Ninsect and a Marowak named Bone Mama to the team, and then take care of Team Flare once again. There's a battle against Corinna at the edge of town, but she's quickly dispatched, and I make my way towards the next destination. On the way, I add a Snivy named Slithers to the team, and then the randomizer strikes again as a random trainer in the Glittering Cave just so happens to have the legendary Pokemon Zygarde on their team. Jesus Christ. Luckily, I'm able to take it out without suffering any losses myself, and I soon encounter my first Horde battle. I take advantage of having a choice for once, and take out each Pokemon one by one, while saving an Arcanine for last so I can catch it. I name it Tony and move on, facing several unavoidable battles as I traverse through the cave, eventually making it out to the other side to Shallur City. It's soon time to challenge the gym, and Corinna is our opponent. She is supposed to be a fighting type trainer, but thanks to the randomizer, she's using Ice type instead. How fortunate for me that I just caught an Arcanine. I melt her whole team, and then follow her to the Tower of Mastery to learn about Mega Evolution. We have another battle there, which was supposed to be Lucario versus Lucario, but randomizer wackiness gave me an Alakazam instead, which I then named Lucario. As I make my way to the next city and its gym, I'm able to add an Apom named Mojo Jojo to the team, and am given a Tyrantrum that was supposed to be a Lapras, so I name it Lapras. I also get the HM Fly from Sycamore, have a battle with Serena, and evolve Cogsworth into a Bronzong. The next gym was supposed to be a grass type, but it was Bug, so same thing really? Another fiery performance from Pompeii leaves Gym Leader Ramos in a pile of ash, and we move on. I make my way up into Azure Bay for a new encounter, and catch a Doublade named Slicey. That's when the randomizer strikes again, as the very next encounter in the same area is Rayquaza. Ugh! Running away. Sadly, I have to flee, only to run right back into another Rayquaza. I'm scared. It's Rayquaza again! What the f? I escape again and quickly leave the area. I make my way towards the power plant and catch a Vanillux named McFlurry along the way. Inside the power plant, however, tragedy strikes again. We sadly lose Trogdor, the Druddigon, to a Team Flare grunt using a Mew. Oh my god, there goes my dragon. Oh no! After that, we're able to clear Team Flare out of the power plant and evolve Slippy into Greninja along the way. Once power is restored, we head back to Lumio City to face its gym leader. But before I can get to them, I have to pass a quiz Joe. Being the veteran Pokemon player that I am, I naturally get every question wrong. Regardless, I'm soon face to face with gym leader Clement. And thanks to the randomizer, he's using Psychic type instead of Electric, and we take him down without losing anyone. We start towards the next town and battle Serena again, but she still poses no threat. I fail to catch a Lopunny. We don't want to kill her. Ooh, oh no, oh no, oh no, please don't kill, please don't kill, please don't kill. Ah, god damn it. But do catch a Mightyena named Fluffy Nuts and take on the Laver City Gym and its leader, Valerie. She should be using Fairy type, but the randomizer strikes again, and instead she has Flying type. She goes down without much of a fight. The next task involves visiting the Pokeball factory and once again clearing out Team Flare. But this time one of the admins has a Tornadus. Luckily, we get through the battle without any losses. The rest of the factory goes smoothly, and we are rewarded with a Master Ball for our efforts. After this, we go on a bit of a catch-a-thon, adding a Meloetta named Miku, a Ducklet named Billy Madison, a Durant named Terminex, and a Seismitoad named Smax. Soon we arrive in Anastar City, where once again we battle against Serena, and this time she has a Spiritomb. But it's no problem. And then we're on to the next gym and its leader, Olympia. She should have been Psychic, but instead had Dragon types thanks to the randomizer. But she did have a Latias. Latias, oh. We still managed to take her down without any losses, but then it's time to head to Lysandre Labs and its gauntlet of trainer battles. Several of the grunts in the lab have legendary Pokemon, including Mewtwo, Kyurem, and even Deoxys. Yet we somehow managed to get through them all without any deaths. We go through a bunch of story stuff, activate the ultimate weapon, blah blah blah, but then we go to the Team Flare HQ. After a few more battles, we get to the encounter with the legendary Pokemon Xerneas. Unfortunately, the randomizer strikes again. No! I catch it and name it Disappointment. After all that, we have one last battle against Lysandra, but we stomp him, and then he fires the ultimate weapon on himself like a bitch. What did you do? Just blew it up. All you did was blow yourself back up. With Disappointment freshly deposited in the PC, it's time to head to the last gym, and on the way we add Barry the Meditite and Conquer the Watchog to the team. And this is where it almost went all wrong. After entering Kuraway Town, we have a battle with Professor Sycamore, and he takes out Cogsworth with his Gengar. No, Cogsworth! No! Overcome with grief, I do the unthinkable. I use a one-time exploit and move Disappointment the Loudred into the graveyard in exchange for saving Cogsworth from doom. Desperate to move on from the trauma, I continue my way to the next town, catching a Delibird named Posty and an Ekans named Longboy along the way. Before we can get to the next city though, we battle 3 of our rivals in a row, Shauna, Tierno, and Trevor. We get through the battles no problem and get to Snowbell City, but the gym leader isn't around. We have to retrieve him from the Pokemon village, and on the way there, we battle a random trainer who just so happens to have a Groudon. Bro, what the fuck? We take it down and get the gym leader Wolfric to go back home. We follow him back and battle him in his gym. He was supposed to be an Ice-type user, but was actually Fire. He quickly goes down, and now we've gotten all 8 gym badges. Time to head to the Elite Four. On the way to Victory Road, we catch a Butterfree named George and battle a random trainer with a Mewtwo. This could be a problem. But soon we enter Victory Road itself, and things take a sad turn when we lose Billy Madison to the guard at the entrance. Bro. No! We make it through the rest of Victory Road without too much trouble, and catch a Petalil named Buds along the way. At the end of the path, we have one final battle with Serena. The battle goes smoothly until she pulls out Porygon Z, which takes out Barry the Medicham. God damn it, man. We make it through the rest of the battle and finally make it to the Pokemon League. The team we go in with consists of Cogsworth the Bronzong, Pompey the Volcanion, Slippy the Greninja, Bismarck the Torterra, Fluffy Nuts the Mightyena, and McFlurry the Vanillux. The first Elite Four member we face is Malva, who should be a Fire-type user. But the randomizer cares not for the ranks of men and bestows her with flying types instead. She still starts with an Articuno. The legendary Icebird takes a beating, but does fall eventually. Tragedy would strike early, however, as Slippy would then fall to Malva's Vespiquen. Oh, Slippy. No! No, Slippy! Oh, no. We take vengeance on the giant bee with Pompey, but then the power of the randomizer strikes again, and Malva sends out another Articuno. Another Articuno? Are you kidding? This one goes down much faster though, and Malva is quickly defeated. But now we're down to only 5 Pokemon for the rest of the battles. Next was Elite Four Wickstrom, who should have been using Steel, but was gifted Bug-type by the randomizer. He would fall quickly to Pompey. And we were then on to Elite Four Seabold, who should have been a Water-type user, but had Fighting-type instead. His Pokemon put up a fight, but he soon fell as well to the team of Cogsworth and Pompey. The final Elite Four member was Drosna, and she had her Dragon-type Pokemon turned into Steel-type. Unfortunately for her, her random Pokemon were just no match for my team. Nice. Nice. Good, good, good. Oh, okay. That one was really easy, actually. Finally, we were ready to face the champion, Diantha. As the champion, she did not stick to one type of Pokemon, so she could have anything thanks to the randomizer. She started with the Dragon-type Pokemon Noivern, which was put to sleep by Cogsworth's Hypnosis, and then put to sleep permanently by McFlurry's Ice Beam. Hit this bitch with an Ice Beam. See ya! Next came Rhyperior, who also ate an Ice Beam and was instantly killed. Ice Beam! Next, she sent out Bronzor, but I swapped to Pompey and melted the little steel baby. Her Mantike was quickly flattened by Pompey's Body Slam, and her Fione was sliced to pieces by Bismarck's Razor Leaf. Her final Pokemon was Scyther, but he stood no chance against Pompey and his Flame Charge. Flame Charge! Win! It's over! We did it! And just like that, the champion was defeated, and my first ever Randomizer Nuzlocke challenge was completed. This challenge was definitely a very fun way to make Pokemon games just a little bit more difficult, and I definitely want to try to do it again with a different game. Let me know down in the comments below what you think I should try next, and be sure to like and subscribe for more. Peace out.